green giant arborvitae. These are actually really great. Built in a green shrub fence. They're deer resistant, so the deers won't eat them, and they grow really fast. So if you want some that can protect your yard or your even sound, these are great. Even sound barrier, they're really great. The reason we have, or we're gonna install 8 of these is because to protect a house from golf balls. And here you can see I marked 8 sticks to kind of see, again, idea as to where I'm gonna plant them up on top of this hill. We got the okay from the golf association to plant them on top of the hill here. So again, these actually will grow 15 foot wide and 30-foot height. And you can see here the spacing requires 15 foot because their average mature size is 30-foot height, 15 foot width. And they grow really, really fast, guys. So we want some to grow fast to by next year and protect our house from getting golf balls getting hit, right? So again, they need full sunlight, guys. So you want to plant them in full sunlight, and when they first start, you want to make sure you water them at least a couple times a week so they can get the roots and everything to penetrate into the soil. They grow really easy. They're really easy to grow, and they're pretty too, guys. Only thing negative so far I have read about them is if you live somewhere that's cold, in the winter if you get icing, they might split. And another thing, guys, if you have 2 fighting, like this one here, 2 stem fighting to get, 2 main point, you want to trim one of them so the other one actually grow and become like a Christmas tree, right? You want them like a triangle. So like example, this one is, you can see you got one tall one, but this one I'm gonna have to trim later because they're kind of fighting. You got one that's kind of fighting over for superior, like being the center, the main growth. So you want to trim it. Like here, I trimmed this one so that this one was taller, can be the main growth. Okay, it's just a little tip there. But let's jump up here, guys. I want to show you. I went ahead and marked them. I staked them out so that you can see. Here, this is the first one. I staked them right here, guys. This is the first one. That's my starter point. So I measure 15 foot from here to here. It's about 15 foot wide, so that when they grow, you get a little bit of sunlight through, because I didn't want to cover the whole view of the hill. So I measure 15 foot. You see, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all going this way, and I have here, over here, have 1, 2, 3, so total of 8. And this is from here to here is about 21 feet, because I want to zigzag them. And you can make them a line up if you want to make a fence, a green fence, that's fine. But here I'm just trying to zigzag them, because let me show you what I'm trying to do here. And you go down here, you see the pool. So I want to be able to still see the sky, and also, the scenery a little bit. So that's the reason why I alternate them, and I have them 15 feet apart. But again, they're 15 feet wide, so you're gonna have like a triangle. So here, for example, this one's gonna be a triangle and a triangle. So it's gonna cover, just the base will be pretty much covered, and that's kind of what I want, because it's the golf balls, the hills are already high, right? The golf ball is gonna go through the arborvitae and hit the leaves before it actually hits the wall. And so I recommend, if you guys do plant it, to kind of just put out stakes and see where you want the shrub, and kind of see what you want. Now, we did look at it. We're probably gonna move it a little bit farther, like 2 feet farther apart, to make it look nicer, to kind of get a little more view. But again, these are actually, they're not too bad at a price too either, guys. You can buy them, you can pay 40, 50 bucks for a small one like this. Again, they grow a couple, like 3 feet, I believe, on average a year, so they grow really fast. Earlier I showed you guys how I staked out, make sure everything's look right. I have to, because I want them to be zigzag. All the arborvitae, the giant green arborvitae, and we separate them about 17 feet apart. And when you dig them, you're digging them, make sure, of course, they're twice the size. They're twice the size of the size of the base, right? And make sure that before you plant them, you put a little water in the ground. Okay, guys, because you don't, it will burn the arborvitae. It will die. So especially right now, it's really dry. So here, I still have about 2 holes left. You want to dig it where it's twice the size width. But deepness, you don't really, you just need to go to about the height of the base, the base. Okay, but here, okay, let's walk over here. I'll show you guys an example. We have one over here that I have digged, and see. Okay, this is a giant arborvitae. It can grow 30 feet by 15 feet wide. And you see how it's about this double the size. And here is this hole's kind of deep, but I'm gonna put a little bit of dirt in there, and before you plant it, you wanna put some water down there so that it doesn't burn the roots. And then you want to use good soil with organic material in it, guys, like this. This is just clay. So I'm gonna take some topsoil, some organic topsoil, and I'm gonna kind of mix it with it, 50-50, give it some growth. Okay. So we were gonna plant 7. I got 2 more. But yeah, that's how you get these things going. And once you plant them, guys, you gotta water them. At least I recommend watering them once a day for a couple weeks, and after that you can cut back maybe a couple times a week. And then by fall, it will have its roots, and then it will winterize and everything, and it'll be good shape to kind of grow on its own. You won't have to baby so much. Here, I'm going to show you what I'm using. I am using this here. This is, again, you would go to a local hardware store, guys. I got some pellet fertilizer here. Gypsum. It's like $10 bag, and then you get some lime. Here, guys, let me put this back. 50 pounds of lime. For every pound of dirt, yeah, about a tablespoon of lime in there. We got the green giant arborvitae planted. I'm gonna give you a couple tips here, guys. Make sure it's straight, because this is on a slope hill. You can see it. It's a little slope hill. I took a leveler, and I just took a leveler, and I made sure it's level. You take the thickest branch, the center one, and then kind of make sure it's level. So you can see here it's pretty even, and then you do the other side. So you do left and right side, guys. See that? Here, let me show you. So that's pretty even. Now you gotta also watch. Make sure you got the center, like this is gonna be the leader. So you wanna make sure they're, if you have one that's about the same height, you wanna trim the other one so the other one will become a leader. Meaning you want to get like a Christmas tree look, right? See here? See here, this one's almost as high, but I got one actually I need to trim. Let me show you guys here. Which one was it? Was it this one? Yeah, this one here. Which one was the leader? This one's the leader here, you can see. So I'm gonna go ahead and trim this one, because this one is actually pretty thick too. So I use this one to be the leader. So you just kind of take it and trim it off a little bit right here. See, like that, okay? So you want So you want that one to become the leader growth here. Let me make sure it's pretty, yep, it's pretty even, pretty level. And this one, and here, this one's going sideways. Okay, it's pretty good. But that's the key, guys. You gotta make sure it's level, and then once you water it a couple times, come out and check again with a leveler, because it might move on you. And see that? That's a slope on the hill. Doing that will give you really nice growth on a slope, make the tree look really, really nice. Okay, guys, so I did mix the dirt, you can see, with a little bit organic topsoil and clay, because I wanted to hold it in place. And sometimes you just put top organic soil on it. It might be too loose, it might not hold itself when it rains or you know, downpours really bad. But you mix that, it gets a little bit, it can hold itself and stimulate growth at the same time, because you got organic in there. Okay, but yeah, this is our project here, guys. You can see we plant 7, and hopefully eventually I will give you guys an update on what this whole hill will look like. We're trying to, again, build a virtual fence with green giant arborvitae. So hopefully they will grow and look gorgeous and protect our house. Until next time, guys. Let's jump over to our giant arborvitae, guys. And these are growing, adapting to the environment really, really well. You can see they're robust, they're green. We got a little yellow in here. I did add, again, put a little fertilizer and add some another layer of dirt to winterize it, because we're getting ready to go into September here. It's the last week of August, and these giant arborvitae, they love water. So I've been pretty much watering it every day, and also using a leveler to make sure, because it's on a slope, that it does not lean a certain way, because I want the trees to be straight as possible. Here's our second one. You see this one, this is the leader. Also, you want to make sure if there's one that's trying to outgrow the other one, you want to trim that one, so you want the main one to become the leader, so you don't have a weird looking lop tree. And so I did the same thing with this one. I add dirt fertilizer, mix it with dirt to winterize it. And you can see I trim around, I trim about 2 foot, 3 foot to give us some light air, and also so that the weed doesn't take all the nutrients from the giant arborvitae. Here's another one over here, guys. Same thing here. You pretty much got to baby them for the first couple months, and they should survive the winter. Another thing I would recommend doing, guys, is in the winter you get snow, brush the snow off a little bit, because first year you want it to really withstand the snow in the winter. And this one here too, we got another one growing really well. You can see how windy it is out here. It's already got it's I'm sure it's already penetrated into the dirt here, and this is all this over here is clay. So when I mix the dirt, I mix half clay and half organic topsoil, because you don't want the soil to be too loose. You want to give it to be firm so that it can grow and adapt to the environment. But this one's really gorgeous, guys. Growing really well. And you see I watered yesterday, it's still wet. And we got one more over here. We planted 7 zigzag. So that you can see where they got for tee off here. And when it's something to protect it, these trees, they grow about 15 feet wide and 30 feet high. So you should have plenty plenty of coverage and spacing between, so that you can still see the view. See the view on the hill. This one's gorgeous too. This is the smallest one, and we planted this one a week later. So a week later, and that one's pretty good shape.